scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got him. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent, but there's going to be
turning it on. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
There's no better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got a man. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense has the ball for the first time. And it's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Gunderson. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Addison. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Georgia going up tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
You got to love love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Red pass is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he's brought down after a nice game. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Past the first down marker and still running. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Back and forth, back and forth. I don't care if I give up yards. Nice job by the defense. Now putting them in a negative situation. You gave them some yards. Now you got them in a situation where you know they're going to throw the football right around midfield. It's time to go put some speed on the field. Go get the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turns it on in midfield. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Addison. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
He leaves it with the back. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Gunderson. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Ohio State! A great catch and run for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll do it himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Dogs in the hurry-up.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Gunderson. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. About to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Floats it out in space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Lost a throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure. Points go on the board before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
The Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Gunderson. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quick.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll feel the punt and try to make something happen. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll give it to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quick handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Quick completion to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! At the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Gunderson. Looking down the middle. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. First down here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. A nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Grabbed behind the line. It's Addison.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Bulldogs Second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Going for it all. Breaks it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Georgia going up tempo. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. You got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
Brings up second down.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. With a second down play. Back to throw, it's Gunderson. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Got his man. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He leaves it with his back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The give from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Bring in the heat. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Gunderson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll try the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Gets it out fast. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Under fire. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Now, I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with the completion.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. The pull and throw off the RPO. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to get it in with a run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time to...
He lobs one high down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Plucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David,